What's up? How's everyone doing? I got some things to show. Thank you for all the views and comments on my previous videos I posted. I appreciate it. First thing, got a couple pickups here. These brooches were $5 each, which is a little more than I like paying for brooches, but it was a good deal. This one is pretty unique looking brooch. It is a mixed metals brooch. It is a sterling cat, and it has some brass and stuff on here. And this one I listed and it sold in about a couple hours. It sold the same exact day. I listed this brooch for $30 with free shipping, and it sold already. I know I said it in some of my previous videos. People love cat jewelry. Cat jewelry sells very, very good. So whenever you see jewelry with a cat on it, buy it. The second one I got right here is a nice crystal and I think it's supposed to be like a ribbon or a bow. Sorry, I can't speak right now. And this is a good tip right now for everyone to pay attention real quick. If you guys could see, there's a little swan in a circle, a swan like the bird, and that stands for Swarovski, which is a really good company to keep an eye out for. A lot of the estate sale companies, by my house at least, don't know what that swan means, and I'm sure a lot of places, the sales all over the country, don't know what that means either. So it's a really easy piece to miss, and that will be with the costume jewelry. So if you ever see that little swan on a brooch, make sure to buy that. This one's worth about $30 bill as well. So for five each, they're like about $30 a piece, and that one sold already. So, and then this is another costume one, a real big burst type brooch, kind of like a moderate little starburst type deal. Pretty big, probably 2 inches across. And this is another one, another brand, costume brand that I've said to look out for. I'm trying to see where it's signed, sorry. And it's a Boucher. It's a good brand. Not a ton of money, but if you could pick their brooches up for like $3, $4, $5, less than that even, whatever. Good piece, about a $30 bill right here. I have, I think, 2 watchers on it already. I just listed it. And last piece would have been a pretty decent deal. It's a Widener. I can't even speak English, so but whatever. Military watch, and it has the 24-hour dial underneath. And it's pretty beat up as far as the dial and crystal goes. But when I got it, it did run, and then when I was listing it last night, I went to wind it a little bit, and then all of a sudden the thing just stopped turning. So I guess I'm actually the one that broke it, apparently, because it was running when I got it, and then when I got home, I went to turn it a few more times, and now it's overwound. So that's life right there, but whatever. For parts, if this was working, it was like 50, 60 bucks. For parts, probably like 30 bucks. Someone will buy it for sure. All right, now for the main pickup, I was at a garage sale. There was a table full of stuff. I saw this box had $25 on it. I was like, wow, that's expensive for a box. And it did not even really occur to me this was a jewelry box at first. I thought it was something else. So I flipped it open, and sure enough, there was jewelry in there. Mainly just men's jewelry, which I'm fine with. So I don't know if someone picked through it already or if this is just what it was, but there wasn't that much great stuff in here. So as you could see, I've kind of put the better stuff over here. It was all just kind of thrown together. Some just stuff that's not really worth anything. Old Timex watch, whole bunch of men's clips, some cufflinks, some more clips. You guys could just see. Just got a whole bunch of little miscellaneous men's stuff that's really not worth nothing, unfortunately. However, some decent stuff. There's a couple of these little tie pins that were sterling. These are honestly probably worth like $1 each. I think that one was sterling. And that one was sterling. Like I said, these are probably worth $1 each. Not a big, nothing to get excited about. I think that was just junk. There was a small gold chain mixed in with all that. It was tangled up with some of the chains on the, what do you call them, tie pins. So there was one little gold chain in there. It is broken, unfortunately. I think it was broken when it was in there. I didn't break it. It's 14 karat gold, weighs 1.2 grams, which is like $30 almost. So this broken chain will pay for the whole box. So can't complain about that. Now time for the good stuff that was in here. So first thing, a lot of people probably like this already. Beautiful sterling silver and turquoise Native American ring. And I want to make sure I give a good tip during this video. I've said it during some of my other videos, but it's important to say it again. So as you can see on this ring's stamped sterling at the bottom of it right there. Some of the stamp's kind of worn off, but sure enough, it says sterling. So we're going to put that on my ring right there. Big ring, very pretty. Now, here's another ring, pretty similar to it, sterling silver with a clear turquoise stone. This one is actually a lot nicer, super thick band. This ring's super, super heavy. This thing probably weighs 20 grams. Now, note on this ring, you will see there is no hallmarks, no sterling, no maker's mark. There's no stamps on this at all. It is very important to know on a lot of Native American jewelry, they do not stamp their stuff sterling. This goes for rings, earrings, belt buckles, brooches, pins, any Native American stuff. Very common. It will not be stamped sterling. So it's very important to look out for that. By Native American jewelry, if no one really knows what that is, that's a lot of stuff that it honestly just looks like this. Main stone they use is turquoise. The stuff kind of looks like it's handmade. Really beautiful stuff. The stuff's really hot right now on eBay. Sells extremely well. So not just with these two rings, with this third ring right here, I could also give a good quick tip on. I have not had a piece like this in a very long time. So I don't even know if I've had a piece in my videos in the past. So a lot of you guys could probably already tell that this ring is gold. Is a nice, whenever you see a black stone like this, it's probably just black onyx. Not a valuable stone at all, but looks pretty. Now this ring, if I could find it. Now this ring right here, you can see the only stamp in here is the number 3 and the number 3 and the number 3. So 333. And some of you guys probably know what that means already, and some of you guys probably have never seen that before. Don't blame me if you haven't seen it before. Comes up very rarely. However, 333 means it is 33.3% gold, which is the equivalent to 8 karat gold. Now, they never really did that in the United States, but in countries like Germany and stuff, they did 8 karat gold. So if you ever see that, three threes in a row like that stamped on a piece of jewelry that looks like it's gold, that means it's 8 karat, which is kind of an unusual carat. I don't know if they even do it anymore, but good tip to look out for, because a lot of people probably wouldn't know what that meant. So I got these 3 beautiful rings. This one is probably worth about 55 to 60. Easily, I've sold them for that much. This one's very heavy. Stone is a lot nicer. It's domed instead of flat, and it's real heavy. That one's probably $80. And this one, no chips or anything in the stone. Pretty little bezel it's in. Has a decent weight. It's old. It's probably from the 1920s, I would say. Possibly older, maybe something around there. This one I'll probably put on for 150. Nice ring. So I really hope everyone learned at least something. If you didn't know about the 8 karat gold hallmark, if you didn't know about unmarked sterling, good tip about cat jewelry, tip about the Swarovski signature. And if you watched my last video, notice how thin and tiny this gold chain is. I said to look out for real thin gold chains like that. So hopefully out of all those, you guys learned at least one new tip. I appreciate everyone for watching. Thank you.